Welcome back to Shakky's bar. We already started drinking because I just honestly have too much alcohol, so we need to get onto it.
Hell yeah.
Just do a quick clink for the mic. So what we're drinking, just going straight to it, is Pirate Punch. The other episodes that we've done, I've done like character inspired drinks. This is just a recipe I got online. I literally typed in pirate themed drinks, and this is one of the first ones.
It's good.
Like Nami inspired, I would say. Like it's orange and all.
Yeah, it's
So
intentional.
if you would give the flavor profile a character, you would give it to Nami.
That is not bad. For every Pirate Punch, because it's going to be a different one,
Yeah.
we could always just attach a character to it.
Yeah, it's like this character would like this very much.
That's from mybartender.com. It's rum, coconut rum, triple sec, orange juice, pineapple juice, and whatever grenadine you can find. I forgot what grenadine. I think it's mine's like cherry. Yeah, it's super fruity. It's hot. It's honestly kind of perfect for the weather.
I love how One Piece is just making its round. Like they did the Lakers earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're doing the Dodgers. They're gonna probably do the Rams next. Like they're just making
yeah.
its way around the sports.
Luffy
That's
has
fire.
been visiting LA a lot, which
And
has
he
been
could
cool.
translate to every sport. Like, so you can find a fun, unique way to entangle Luffy into any sport. It's so dope.
I don't know if there is a Lakers trading card game that they released there, but they released one for this one, which was a big deal because like I think it's already like on eBay for like $500.
Which one? The card?
Yeah, that card.
Oh, yeah,
the
I've
Monkey D. Luffy Dodgers card.
I want to learn how to play the One Piece card game and play with you guys like on stream or record it or something.
I honestly do want to do
I
like
already
a
got my
mapping.
deck. Y'all just need to get
I
your
need
deck.
Oh wait, you already have one?
Yeah,
I gotta buy it.
Okay, I'm gonna buy one then.
My brother gifted me one. Yeah.
Cool fun fact, it happened on January 3rd, so you could say lucky coincidence about Nami themed drink because the live action actress for Nami did the first pitch, and it was honest. I didn't know Nami's official birthday is July 3rd.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Today was the punch. The big punch.
Oh really?
Yeah, today was
Oh,
the
okay. I
punch.
didn't catch up then.
And they're doing it a lot, I feel like better, where they're like remember the war, like that one very good warlord episode. They're like, it's like these are the warlords. Like the warlord system got abolished. How
Oh, yeah,
essentially
yeah, yeah.
like
Oh
it's
yeah,
essentially,
that
like,
episode was tough.
like that's essentially a chapter. How they probably adapted like less than a chapter, but they made it so cool that it was like, oh, who fucking cares? And this one they kind of did the same, where it's like it was a lot of flashbacks, you know, it was like, oh, like and stuff like that, and
Apologies
telling
if you hear the dog.
like and all that stuff. But they did it so like they pace it really well. There's a lot of cool animation, so it just and it's still very emotional, so it's cool as hell.
I mean, we were talking about. I thought I was protected because I was like, I read the manga. You can't. I'm emotionally. I am a steel fucking wall. You can't get me, anime. And I probably cried like consistently, like throughout that episode, like the hardest,
Like Happy 10th birthday.
like Clannad level. I don't think I cried that hard for an anime in like since high school. The biggest thing is she could flip people, like literally flip people.
That's so busted, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this. Why are Dory and Bragi fucking... Are they gonna turn bad?
There's gotta be like there's conditions.
And is this a devil fruit or is this emu power?
I think
it's just emu power.
Yeah,
Bruh.
because they confirmed Gunko like it's just like it has arrow
Bruh.
power, so they possessed her, and they they get the whole devil treatment, like actual devil treatment.
I'm gonna let Oda cook, but bro, come on, what we doing? Zombies, bro? Come on.
Yeah, I think they need a way like to show like this is probably how Emu won like against Joy Boy and all that stuff. It might go into why the big betrayal that Zunisha like it was talking about and stuff like. But again, the actual devil stuff, people did theorize that like Emu is like the devil of the sea or something like that. Oh, because Tsuru's like.
Have you been seeing the recent glaze on Tsuru?
Yeah.
With that panel of Doflamingo, he's like, oh shit, it's Tsuru.
Oh, at the Paramount one.
Yeah. And the thing is, this has to be a reason.
People
she's
have been
like
using that to glaze her so much. I love
so
it because
funny.
she was part of that big three
Yeah,
with
she was
Garp and them. So
Garp and Sengoku, she was one of the three, and she has a legacy. She has the.
Who you got? 3 original admirals or Garp and them? Oh, that's Garp and
I'm
them.
Garp.
Oh, that's Garp and
She
them.
has a devil fruit, right? It's the
the
ring out fruit or whatever.
It's the that's Smoothie.
Oh, you're right.
No, but hers is something similar.
It's
Like the washcloth.
Yeah, like wash food, where it literally washes your like evil away, and that's why people were saying like the flamingo's scared of it because he's literally all evil. Like there's nothing.
He just turns to Corazon.
Going back to the Holy Knights, it's funny because now they're like, there's a Fisher Tiger upscale. Like that because he went in, freed hella slaves.
It's true.
He
by himself.
He climbed the fucking. That's a Loki feat. Right
by
there.
himself, he did all that shit. And
Bro,
because
in my eyes, he's the strongest fishman.
Yeah, easily.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, in my eyes, he's the strongest fishman. The only reason it's Jinbei right now is because he's dead.
And again, dude, like just like the way like fucking Gaban,
and
he only lost because like it was like they threatened his son. And it's like, yeah, he's not gonna risk that. Fisher Tiger, he was tricked because he was being nice to a young human girl.
How do you feel about the Sanji, who's gonna tell him moment?
I think he has conquerors. He has to have conquerors. But
Sanji?
It's,
Yeah, because Sanji was like, do I have conquerors? And then like
little,
Gaban did.
like with everything, I think it's like Zoro is always like strength wise, and he's just kind of oblivious to things that he unlocks and realizes as conquerors. Sanji, it's mental. It's always some mental thing. Like with his fight against Queen, he was beating the shit out of Queen. He was just having an external crisis, like identity crisis. Like,
because he hit a woman.
Am I gonna be this? Am I gonna be that? And I think once he gets over some of his mental block, I think he'll get there.
I don't think Sanji.
I think he's getting it. I think he's getting it.
He already got that exoskeleton shit. That shit's already
plus
broken.
conquerors.
That nigga don't need conquerors, bro.
It's just hard to believe that
he's genetically modified. He's not gonna get conquerors. Ain't no one in his family got conquerors.
It's crazy to think that almost half of them in the crew don't know Armin and Hockey and the basics.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Luffy knows Arminet, Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei, Nico Robin.
Oh, you're right. Nico Robin has been confirmed.
The only people who don't know Arminet is
The other half.
Nami, Chopper.
Nami, Choppy, Frankie.
Does Brooke know?
Brooke probably not.
I feel like he has
Brooke
to know.
Does know. I don't know. Brooke's weird, bro.
Brooke is a wild factor
weird.
now.
His is like.
I forget he's even a nigga, bro. Like, I love Brooke to death, but I do forget it.
I do think that like, yeah, they do need like a bit of an upgrade.
Okay, but Usopp has observation.
Yeah.
He doesn't need armament. He doesn't hit people.
That's why, like, maybe
He
this
uses a weapon.
they'll make it up with like observation hockey through
or something. I do think like.
And Nami has conquerors, bro.
Yeah.
specifically with Luffy.
Nami has conquerors.
Shizan did make a point where it's like they might not necessarily need it only because Luffy himself says like I'm like he said it himself like he said it before he activated Gear 2. He's like, I know not everyone on my crew is the strongest. That's why I have to be stronger. Like I have to. And then he went Gear 2. It's like everyone. He's like, I can't cook. I can't navigate. I can't like do this. So it's like that's why they're here, and I'm here to fight. So I'm like, okay, they don't need all of that, but it would be nice.
Loki, that's a real nigga.
It's a triple
Loki, real nigga.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I fuck with Loki. That backstory, crazy.
It was funny because the backstory goes into why Loki, like what happened the day that like his dad died, and then it went into a backstory of his dad, and then currently we'll get to it, but now it's about rocks. So it was like, okay, there's a triple backstory time, and honestly, it's really fun.
One of my favorite lines in the backstory is, it's undeniable that King Harold, with all his might, was a low-life scumbag. And you see this man fucking curb stomping a castle.
He was racist. He was racist. He was straight up racist.
Nah, that shit is great, bro. He's just stepping on fucking cities.
And it's like, and you look at the giant that's like right there, how he's a third of Harold's size. So he really does think is like, I'm the shit. Like,
Harold is crazy.
These panels have been really good to like just watch, like just look at. It's just so fun. And like immediately when you saw that, you're like, this is where Loki got it from. 11:53.
Oh, Ida?
Ida.
I would say Ida because we know how Ida is pronounced because of fucking My Hero.
I like how a total character shift. All it took is one smack.
And he was just.
He's like, all right, my bad.
He's like, oh, shit. He's like, my bad, being racist.
My bad. I'll rebuild the city.
Excuse my ignorance.
I mean, I do like it's the same thing with Toki. I do like how a lot of the credit also goes to their spouses, like just knocking senses into them.
All you need is a bad bitch to set you straight.
I mean, it's also like you can't just have like decisions made by these people. These people are also kind of crazy. So like,
it did say that he was the equivalent of like a 15-year-old in giant years, so he had a lot to learn.
That's true.
We might. I don't know if we're gonna learn more about where Ida's from, like Samanai.
She must be from like a different giant nation.
They did. I think Saul said he's also from the South Blue, so we don't know if like they're just from the same giant island in the South Blue, or maybe there's just an abundance of other giants. That's
it is confirmed that there are giants who live in places that's not Elba.
Yeah, and because Saul is like, why, like, you know, there's other giants, right? Like, this not just from Elba.
Even furthering, proving like what we saw in the mural, she calls it the red line, the serpent of blood.
Yeah.
So like even further describing like the, what did they call it, like the fire serpent or whatever?
The earth serpent or something like that.
All part of the prophecy.
Yeah. And then he became more of a diplomat. I think that's cool. You know.
Very political savvy.
No, immediately turns.
He's like,
Okay, Jacaerys Targaryen.
Like he started from the bottom, like he started at the bottom of like, okay, let's reconstruct the buildings. Like, construct these buildings are made in a very particular ways, and then he learns about culture. So then he learns about people, and people have different skills. And then he trades skills. Like, oh, do you guys like know that you can use the stars to navigate and stuff like that? And I was like, that's fucking cool. And he's really good at it.
So it's like the antithesis of Wano, where like instead of Wano being closed off, he's like seeing the advantages of like opening up and networking with other islands.
That's true. That's a good point.
But Blackbeard Daddy though?
Blackbeard / maybe Buggy.
Blackbeard. Whoever, I'm telling you right now, whoever online posted that picture of whatever language it was, converting the Zebek to fucking Buggy, you've done irreparable damage to the One Piece community.
I have
I want you to know that.
That's so fucking funny.
That you single-handedly caused severe and permanent damage to the One Piece community.
That is actually fucking hilarious. I didn't know that was a thing. I love his design. He's like a full-on like the.
He's literally Blackbeard if Blackbeard looked cold as fuck. I feel like he'd be so disappointed in Blackbeard too.
Yeah, the only reason he would be able to do feats with like because like the crazy thing. I mean, now we're jumping ahead, but it's okay. Like we're just talking about rocks at this point, where they describe rocks as like sword swings as like explosive like cannon blasts.
Oh yeah.
So like the only way Blackbeard could imitate that is through Whitebeard's fruit.
That's another swordsman I have over Mihawk. If y'all don't know right now, I think Mihawk is fraudulent. Oh, Harold is another person I have over Mihawk, by the way.
Oh, what? Just size alone? I can't. I mean, I guess it says size is relative in One Piece wise, but like,
stay tuned for the end of the episode for my entire list of One Piece characters.
That could be
Mihawk in a fight.
But he's gonna just be really smug about it. He's not gonna be kind. Like, he's gonna beat the pump shit out of fucking this baby bitch Mihawk.
Nah, I'm not even a Mihawk hater, bro.
It just sounded
I'm
like
not
that
even a Mihawk hater.
second.
I'm a Mihawk Glazer hater because he's been in the show for 7 fucking minutes.
You want him to be respected.
How do people have this strong opinions on him? You've seen him like 4 times.
You want him to be respected for the right reasons.
Yeah.
But if Mihawk paints his sword black and he can go toe-to-toe with Shanks, then how weak is Shanks?
Oh,
Bro, I want him to be put in the category the show put him in. He's a fucking warlord.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
No, that's 100% fair.
Here's the thing. I think everyone feels like the strongest people in One Piece is such a definitive list. No, I think it's just niggas who are just hella relative to each other.
It's like a rock, paper, scissors.
It's heights that people are reaching. Like,
yeah.
Not a lot of people could clash with someone without touching. We know Luffy and Kaido can.
Yeah.
We know Big Mom and Kaido can. We know Harold and Zebek can. You know Roger and Whitebeard can. You know what I mean? Like it's heights you have to reach. It's not like, oh, who's the strongest? Who's the next strongest? Who's the next strongest? Because it's like no one knows who's stronger, Whitebeard or Roger. There's no definitive list.
It's true.
You know, but we know they're all relative.
They're all really, because they fought for 3 days and
that's why I don't respect anyone with weird tier lists like Sanji
or like really hard
like Sanji stronger than Big Mom, like people who just have like weird tier lists like that, like Zoro stronger than Kaido, weird shit like that. I'm like, dude, like you're very clearly watching your own show.
Like they have an agenda.
Yeah,
they have an agenda.
You're very clearly watching your own show. My favorite is whenever someone's like trying to glaze Mihawk and you just see like that picture of Vista smiling.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. That's the perfect response though, because that's the only fight we have of fucking Mihawk to this day.
Like, I'm pretty sure that image is from Baki, like the Vista, deformed smile.
Vista is literally fucking kryptonite, bro. Oh my gosh. But I think every single, if you stan a specific character in One Piece, just know you're fucking crazy. And I know that because I'm crazy. I'm a Lost fan. I'm crazy too, but just know you're all fucking crazy. Yeah. I just think Mihawk fans are the craziest. No. Zoro fans.
So many Zoro fans. You have no idea how many people.
But I also feel like Mihawk fans are just Zoro fans in disguise.
Yeah, it's a parallel thing because people. You
want to see a Mihawk fan or a Zoro fan in the same room together.
Yeah, but they act exactly the same. It's just a fixation on the character, sure.
I'm not saying you can't have your utmost favorite.
Oh yeah.
But if you only have one, I'm like.
Yeah, that's.
It's like someone
it's like you're watching the show for ulterior motives.
Yeah.
The Chief and Harold are talking because he's talking about what happened at the reverie.
Oh, yeah, Ja Rule.
And they're talking about this particular pirate crew with their notorious shipwrights.
Yeah.
The Galila,
yeah. The images that they showed, like the silhouettes and stuff for the Galila, band, the giants. They're probably the ones that's frozen in Punk Hazard, because there's the room of giants that are just frozen, and people compared the images. And Ja Rule also said it's there's a frozen army of giants somewhere, but it's just a rumor. Yeah, no, there's a whole image, and it looked like the images matched up with some of the giants from this chapter compared to the giants that are frozen in ice in Punk Hazard. When they're
what giants are frozen in ice in Punk Hazard?
It's like a room. I think they're making their way to the kids, and they came across this big room, and there's just hella giants in there. Me neither. I didn't remember, but it's it rings a bell.
All right, let's cut the bullshit. How the fuck did he get into the fucking throne room?
That's the craziest feat we've heard.
How the fuck did he get into that fucking throne room? That is the greatest. Zebek's in my top one because that is the best feat we've seen in One Piece.
But here's my favorite part about that. He goes, "Man, I can't do anything, but I'm a Davy Jones stan. I just want to let you know that, and I'm gonna be right back." That's the craziest thing.
He said, "I'm gonna be right back." Goes and casually kills a fucking admiral.
Yeah.
He kidnaps 5 kings.
And bust through the gates.
What the hell are we doing? Who the hell is this nigga, bro?
Granted, we do know, we have seen that for some reason, the Marjora doesn't have the best security because Sabo was able to enter, where Cobra got killed, Sabo was able to just go in there and watch that shit go down.
Sabo snuck in.
Wapol spied on the whole thing.
Wapol spied on the whole thing and escaped. All the other reinforcements of the
Revolutionary
Army came in.
And
fucking Fisher Tiger was able to climb up that bitch.
And we have to think about it in other ways too. Fujitora allowed slaves to escape because he was being a good dude. And so it just
security's trash. I'm telling you,
it is actually
fucking frauds.
And seeing how strong he is, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't know if back then their security was even more shit. So they're like, oh fuck, we got one guy infiltrating the whole thing. We need to make it better.
I got a one-on-one matchup for you guys. Daily one-on-one matchup. Who you got? Given that the anime's on Kuma and everyone's glazing Kuma right now after that punch. Who you got? Kuma versus underrated hero from Wano, Yamato.
Yamato, huh? Or Kuma. Yamato or Kuma.
It's not even the punch that I'm focused on. It's just the deflecting aspect that's such a bitch.
I mean,
one's a zone, has conquerors.
Mythical zone at that.
Yeah, trained by an emperor, technically trained. Yeah. Trained because they just fought a lot, so that counts.
It's just so versatile too. He could move so fast with it. He could shoot pockets of air at people.
He can.
Yeah, Yamato he can do ice breaths, zone strength.
But Hockey is the best devil fruit counter, and we know Yamato got a lot of that.
It's just the more versatile fruit. Sure, even though fruit isn't everything. We heard that from Kaido. Hockey trumps all.
Yeah.
as he says, as he's like,
as he loses the devil fruit.
and abuses his devil fruit to the max. If I were Kuma, I would just take damage and then repel the pain out from me and then put it on the.
What's Yamato's bounty? Does Yamato even does anyone even know Yamato exists?
Yeah, that's so fucked up. And then you put your pain into someone else. He's like, I just smacked you, but I just got
that's
hit.
actually crazy.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
It's like a smash counter where you just get hit, repel, and then
he repelled all of the
pain and
pain out of himself.
It's an Incineroar.
That's actually nasty.
Incineroar counter.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd give Yamato a billion bounty just for being Kaido's son.
A billion bounty.
Just off the strength of being Kaido's son.
What was Kaido's again?
Kaido's probably like 4 or 5 billion.
Yeah, it was for.
I think 1 bill is right.
1, because it's gotta be.
Because if Jinbei's a billy, bro, Yamato's a billy.
Yeah. Jinbei's a billion.
Zoro
is like 1,111,000,000, like something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Yamato would probably be under Zoro, but probably.
I put it at 1.10.
Yeah. Would you put Yamato's bounty over Jinbei's billion? Because he has like 1.0, like 9 or something like that. I just know it's a little bit under Zoro's.
Gosh, what was the swamp guy's fruit?
Karibo?
Oh, he's nice. Yeah.
I didn't recognize that.
She?
Yeah, I didn't realize they're related.
I mean, it's not confirmed, but
they really look alike.
They do look crazy alike, and
they're both smugglers.
Wang Shi took over Pirate Island after all that shit happened, and we know Caribou is a fucking Blackbeard dick rider he's like a Bartamalo level dick rider.
Yeah.
Blackbeard for some reason.
So that kind of works.
So there's a connection there, with the Zebek. It's crazy.
It's just such a shit character.
But Karibo actually also has a twin brother.
He does.
Karibo,
yeah.
I totally forgot about all
that. He doesn't even have the same hair. He's like bald, but he has a lizard on his head.
That's so fucking
like the lick of hair.
Impelled down?
Probably.
Where is he?
Is either that or he's with Buggy, because almost every prisoner that was with Buggy either went to Blackbeard or went to Buggy. So it really depends.
I didn't like how they try to introduce like the new rookies after the 2-year time.
But I didn't realize how big of an issue it was, because I totally forgot he was in the background during Wano and everything. Yeah. So he does know all.
There the whole time.
Yeah, he knows the situation about the ancient weapons. Yeah. And then someone brought out that Blackbeard has like the perfect devil fruit to knock down Wano's walls, and I was like, oh fuck, maybe.
Yeah.
He also has San Juan Wolf.
Who can probably
just step on.
So yeah, I think he actually might get all of them. Yeah, who has the last one?
We don't know. We just know that the guy marked by flames. We still don't know who that is.
Who the fuck is
We still don't know. So it was introduced at the end of Wano.
I totally forgot.
Kid brought him.
He brought him up, and Law apparently knows who it is, or like they have an idea.
Law knows everything, bro. I still want to know what the fuck happened in the Rocky Port. I mean, based on all the details we got, I came up with a theory myself, and I'll get into that at a different time. But I still want to know what the fuck happened during the Rocky Port.
No, the fact that that's what Blackbeard used to like stage that whole coup, or that takeover.
And it's also what Law used
to
get government immunity and become a warlord.
Yeah, Law orchestrated it. Blackbeard was a part of it, and then Kobe came in and helped because it's still Pirate Island, but because it involved innocent people. So he's like, okay, like so. Kobe did his thing for.
I just imagine Law being like, I don't give a fuck.
Law's like, I have no loyalties to Kobe.
Yeah. I just need warlord status.
I don't know who this bitch looking.
And then the craziest confirmation, because people were talking about this theory, and they confirmed that Rox got his lineup through Davy back fights. Yeah. I can't believe it.
I knew it. This is something I've told you guys before. No, I thought he was gonna be like a Buggy type character,
right.
To where his strength wasn't really that. But I was half right.
Yeah.
You were mentioning this for like the longest time.
Because I was like, dude, there's no fucking way, bro. Like
that Davy back is a canon arc.
Like, no, it's not. It's a canon arc, so I knew it had to come back. And there's no way there's one person strong enough to call that many strong people subordinates. You know what I mean? Like, not even Luffy's crew's that stacked, and I think Luffy has the most stacked crew in the show.
I'm just so curious on what is it just loyalty, or is it like, is there really something binding them to like,
I think it's like a pirate code essentially.
Yeah, I think it's just code, bro. Like if you're
So like people just don't fuck with you if you like
if you like a real nigga, like, or maybe it's like a devil fruit thing. I don't know, but the same reason Chopper joined fucking.
And they just had to accept
Foxy,
it. Like,
you know what I mean? Same reason Chopper joined Foxy.
Because like the fact that they respected it, even though they all could have beat the shit out of the Foxy pirate, they're like, nah, it's.
And they all could have just said no. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they all could have just didn't have to play.
So there is like an honor amongst pirates. Like I remember, like fucking Big Mom.
Mom was talking about that. Yeah,
because what Page One
because
Page One burnt down. Page One and Ulti or whatever burned down the village, and she's like, "Why would you do that?" Now it's like that's fucked up. You destroyed the village of somebody that fed me. Like, don't you know there's a code?
The fact that it was used as like a place to just drop off dangerous pirates that they couldn't deal with. Like they just left them for dead, but they just didn't die. Like that's insane. And then they just so happened to be sitting on like the biggest gold mine, so they actually just gave them like so much wealth and power too.
Yeah. Then Harold says, "No, I don't want to be part of them. Like I'm a diplomat. I don't want war in battle." So he doesn't want to join Rox's crew, which is like, you know, fair. Awesome.
So that seems to be the theme of the arc.
And Loki saw the deal go on. He's like, I want to join you.
No, it's funny. He's spewing this crazy speech about like how I'm gonna take over the fucking world. The world belongs to me, and then Loki's watching. He's like, hell fucking yeah. I'm like, Jesus, kid. Chose the worst person to be like his role model.
And then he stabbed him for asking.
And then he got stabbed.
And Viper's like, bro, that was like, really? And he's like, I don't care.
Yeah, bro, you good? He's like 4.
A child. Not only did you strike him with your explosive hockey, you actually stabbed him.
That's so sad. Imagine you're the strongest nigga. You're the strongest nigga in the world, right? And the second and third strongest nigga in the world come and jump you. What the fuck, bro? I'd be sick. And also, Whitebeard, where the fuck was you at, nigga? Like,
or not just that, all orchestrated through a kid.
True.
Wait, Whitebeard?
True.
Ginny, right?
That's what I'm saying. Why weren't you helping me?
In the what, God Valley?
Yeah.
He probably didn't do much, I guess.
It's not like, nigga, you got me off a Davy backfire. I ain't helping shit.
It kind of does make me feel like Whitebeard was kind of just like fold arms, like just in the back.
I think he didn't give a fuck because
he had to, like, we have to think about the matchup, but like who was on the Roger crew, because we don't give a shit about Garp and maybe like Bogart, you know, funnily, but like Garp was and his crew, they had to handle something. I'm sure they mainly just like helped save people, maybe, and then Rox and Roger's crew probably fought. So you can say maybe like Whitebeard fought. Like
Shakky was probably in there doing some dumb shit.
Yeah, he was just doing his own thing. We
know. No, Shakky hated Rox, so he probably dipped immediately.
We know
he was probably the first. Yeah.
Shakky probably dipped. Shakky, Wang-Chi, the smuggler, the gang dude probably dipped immediately.
One of my favorite fan art is a comic panel that someone wrote, because you know how like Kaido could have had the pawpaw fruit as well.
Yeah.
So my favorite panel is Mugiwara. Why don't you start all the way from East Blue, and he smacks it.
I think Kaido would have just stayed under Big Mom.
Yeah.
If he had the pawpaw fruit, or just didn't have a fruit.
If he didn't have a dragon fruit, I think he would have just stayed under Big Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you guys in the next episode.
Alright, see ya.